the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Scarlet Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right?
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Makes the grab, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Throws to the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could
throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Flips it out to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Finds the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got a man. It's Houston. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of 1, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Pulls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Silva. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Great. Start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Silva. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Turning it on. They
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Pulls and fired complete. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Hauls it in. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. To the air, it's Silva. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Rutgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
28, Iowa, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner will be knocked down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back to pass on second down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Silva. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the stomping has commenced.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
35, Iowa, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Look out, he's got room. Makes it past the marker. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Gamecocks have made a statement thus far on the road. But as we know with this program, it only matters if they win. There are no moral victories in Jacksonville. They're trailing by just 4 to Jacksonville State.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle.
Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Caught behind the line. It's Ross. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Silva. Got a man, it's Ross. Inside the 45. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Finds us back in the middle. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so turning it on! He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Kearney. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now on the move.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Makes the catch. It's Dean. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Coffee. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And it'll be caught on the right sideline, but the official's saying he was just out of bounds on the right side. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Scarlet Knight, oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. And it's caught off the fake, first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snapping to the up back, completing the pass.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
56, Iowa, 16.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffin. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Thanks to that penalty, a little closer to the goal line, but it is still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Dead center perfect.
Let's not say they cut into the field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Toss to the outside. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Quarterback making checks. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your good offense, Palmer.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.